Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Mr. Sanders' twin and Abby, and we are back on the couch. We are going to go ahead and read the next section of Inside Out and Back Again. So I hope you're ready for that. Let's get right into it. Choice. In each pack, one pair of pants, one pair of shorts, three pairs of underwear, two shirts, sandals, toothbrush and paste, soap, 10 palms of rice grains, 3 clumps of cooked rice, one choice. I choose my doll, once lent to a neighbor who left it outside where mice bit her left cheek and right thumb. I love her more for her scars. I dress her in a red and white dress with matching hat and booties that mother knitted. April 27th. Left behind. 10 gold-rimmed glasses father brought back from America, where he trained before I was born. Brother Kwong's report cards, each ranking him first in class, beginning in kindergarten. Vines of bougainvillea, fully in bloom, burgundy and white, like the colors of our house. Vines of jasmine, in front of every window, that remind mother of the north. A cowboy leather belt Brother Vu sewed on mother's machine and broke her needle. That was when he adored Johnny Cash more than Bruce Lee. A row of glass jars Brother Coy used to raise fighting fish. 2 hooks and the hammock, where I nap. Photographs. Every tet at the zoo. Father in his youth, mother in her youth. Baby pictures, where you can't tell whose bottom is exposed for all the world to see. Mother chooses 10 and burns the rest. We cannot leave evidence of father's life that might hurt him. April 27th, evening. All right, let's go ahead and answer the first question. Why do they burn father's photographs? You'll find the answer you're looking for in these last couple of stanzas. Mother chooses 10 and burns the rest. We cannot leave evidence of father's life that might hurt him. If you need a sentence starter, you can use they burn father's photographs because blank. All right, let's go ahead and continue. Wet and crying. My biggest papaya is light yellow, still flecked with green. Brother Vu wants to cut it down, saying it's better than letting the communists have it. Brother says yellow papaya tastes lovely, dipped in chili salt. You children should eat fresh fruit while you can. Brother Vu chops. The head falls, a silver blade slices. Black seeds spill, like clusters of eyes, wet and crying. April 28th. All right, let's go ahead and answer the next question. Why does Ha use the simile like clusters of eyes, wet and crying? This question is a critical thinking question. So you're not going to find the answer directly. I just need you to think about something. Ha's family is about to leave their home, the only land that they ever knew. And one of the last things that Ha is saying goodbye to is her papaya tree. So, why would she describe it as black seeds spill like clusters of eyes, wet and crying? If you need a sentence starter, you can use she uses this simile because blank. All right, let's continue on to the next poem and the next question. Sourbacks. At the port, we find out that there's no such thing as a secret among the Vietnamese. Thousands found out about the Navy ships ready to abandon the Navy. Uncle Son flares elbows into wings, lunges forward, protecting his children. But our family sticks together like wet pages. I see nothing but backs sour and sweaty. Brother Vu steps up, placing Mother in front of him and lifting me onto his shoulders. His palms press Brothers Kwong and Koi forward. I promise myself never again make fun of Bruce Lee. April 29th, afternoon. 1 mat each. We climb on and claim a space of 2 straw mats under the deck, enough for us 5 to lie side by side. By sunset, our space is 1 straw mat, enough for us 5 to huddle together. Bodies cram every centimeter below deck, then every centimeter on deck. Everyone knows the ship could sink, unable to hold the piles of bodies that keep crawling on like raging ants from a disrupted nest. But no one is heartless enough to say, stop, because what if they had been stopped before their turn? April 29th, sunset. All right, let's answer the next question. How would you describe the accommodations aboard the ship? You'll find a description of where they're staying in this stanza. By sunset, our space is 1 straw mat, enough for us 5 to huddle together. A sentence starter could be, I would describe the accommodations as blank. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the poems and the last question. In the dark, Uncle Sohn visits and whispers to Mother. We follow Mother, who follows Uncle Sohn, who leads his family up to the deck and off the ship. It has been said the ship next door has a better engine, more water, endless fuel, countless salty eggs. Uncle Sohn lingers without getting on the new ship. So do we. Hordes pour by us, beyond us. Above us, bombs pierce the sky. Red and green flares explode like fireworks. All lights are off, so the port will not be a target. In the dark, a nudge here, a nudge there. And we end up back on the first ship in the same spot with 2 mats. Without lights, our ship glides out to sea, emptied of half its passengers. April 29th, near midnight. Saigon is gone. I listen to the swish swish of Mother's handheld fan, the whispers among adults, the bombs in the ever greater distance. The commander has ordered everyone below deck, even though he has chosen a safer river route to connect to the sea, avoiding the obvious escape path through Vung Tau, where the communists are dropping all the bombs they have left. I hope Titi got out. Mother is sick, with waves in her stomach, even though the ship barely creeps along. We hear a helicopter circling, near our ship. People run and scream, Communists! Our ship dips low as the crowd runs to the left and then to the right. This is not helping Mother. I wish they would stand still and hush. The commander is talking. Do not be frightened. It's a pilot for our side who has jumped into the water, letting his helicopter plunge in behind him. The pilot appears below deck, wet and shaking. He salutes the commander and shouts. At noon today, the communists crashed their tanks through the gates of the presidential palace and planted on the roof a flag with 1 huge star. Then he adds, what no one wants to hear. It's over. Saigon is gone. April 30th, late afternoon. All right, we're going to answer the last question. What news does the pilot report? You'll find this not so great news in these last 2 stanzas. At noon today, the communists crashed their tanks through the gates of the presidential palace and planted on the roof a flag with one huge star. Then he adds what no one wants to hear: it's over, Saigon is gone. A sentence starter could be: the news he reports is blank. All right, everybody, that is it for today's read aloud. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. And until then, take care.